Today, Precarious plays
The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
Oh man, I really hope this is the fairy.
Why?
That was difficult. That was...
Lay the scene.
The scene was the end of the Titanic, but I had a bow and arrow. But Jack still drowned, but I made it out alive, and then I got a fairy.
That is the weirdest Titanic fanfiction I've ever read, and I've read a lot of them.
Well, I accidentally froze Jack a couple of times. He didn't make it. He was just never destined to make it. Sometimes that's just how that works. Okay, room's fucking clear. Let's get the shit out of here.
You know, I always had a logic problem with the people who decried the ending of that, because it's like there's clearly enough room up on the thing for them. I think that my counterpoint is they were tired and cold and injured, and sometimes, like, have you ever had a cold and a stuffy nose, and you wake up in the middle of the night and it's like, I'm dying. I'm choking on snot.
Have you ever tried to fix yourself soup while also having just a standard cold? Like,
I mean, it's a fucking FEMA disaster zone. Is that FEMA? Federal Emergency something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's bad.
I mean, it's like ladles in the ceiling.
Also, have you ever tried to open a can?
Chicken on the floor. Oh, that's Laceration Town.
I know.
That's
so if you can't make soup for yourself, it's like, here, open this can.
Like, what do you think happened to
worse.
me? That was a chicken soup situation.
I'm really sorry to hear about that.
Oh, no, don't worry. I don't blame anybody but God. No, I don't blame anybody but illness.
All right, I think now the step is to follow the green down into the toilet.
Well, I mean, the water is flowing the other direction.
Yeah, so something new should happen.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff to explore down there now.
Okay.
Because remember, the flow was determining where you could go previously.
Yes,
and that's still true.
Truth. Okay. I am my rock self.
Ah, there it is, the Federal Emergency Management Agency. Thanks, Google.
Let's see where fate will take me. Nope. This looks fun. Here we are. Welcome to Fun Town.
Have you seen, speaking of Kingdom Hearts 3, have you seen anything about it at all? Like, do you know what a Kingdom Hearts is and why we're on the third one?
Yes, but I know it like I know history I haven't reviewed in a long time. Like real life and otherwise. I know it like I know what the modern art movement is.
But I mean, more seriously, getting closer to the real question I asked instead of the goofy follow-up. What have you seen of Kingdom Hearts 3?
Almost nothing.
So have you seen any of the, what are they called? Like flow attractions? Attract flow?
No. I've purposefully avoided these things because they often
So you haven't seen any of the Gonzo Disney World, Disneyland theme ride super attacks?
No, I have not.
They are there. I sort of... The first one I saw, it looked like it was specific to a particular boss, and that is probably still the case. I didn't like it when I saw it, because it felt like a really expensive extension of the React system from Kingdom Hearts 2. And I thought that needed to be more generalized and refined and enhanced.
I found one. No. Did I get it? Did I get it or just get thrown past it? It would have done something if I had gotten it, right?
It follows you. It does a tingle, and circles you for a bit if you collect it.
Okay, that didn't happen. Okay, it's okay. It's fine.
Well,
it's really easy to get back in that room. It's fine. I
think you have to
get
I
like
think
that.
you have to connect with it directly. It might be easier to... Because it sounded like you got section pulled. Was it back into the central room?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm already looking at it again.
It might be easier to use the Great Fairy's mask.
It's okay. I got it. And now...
Did you?
I did get it.
I don't think you did because I didn't hear a little chime and a little...
Do you want me to prove it to you?
Hold on, let me look at it with my eyeballs.
Okay, I'm back in the room where it was already. Oh my god, I didn't get it.
Yeah, I told you.
But I can't use the fairy mask under
Even
here.
blind!
I can't use the fairy mask under here.
Yeah, you can. Shoot it with your boomerang arms, and then surface, and then put the fairy mask on, and then just dive as regular Link, and it might be close enough.
It's too...
Give it a try, because it's better
I'm
than...
going to.
I mean, okay, just break open the bubble with your boomerang arms, so that way when you collide with it, it will be with your fish body instead of with your bubble body. You'll hit the fairy instead of the bubble.
Oh, fairy.
And now
come
just
here.
slide into it.
Just slide on into it. All right. Yes!
There.
Yes!
See? And it
Yes!
goes diddle-oot, and then follows you around for a bit.
Yes! Okay, I'm glad that had such a...
Peasant, do not doubt me, even in my blindness.
I doubt is healthy. Probably.
Let this be a lesson to you. Return to your people and tell them of my virtues. They are many.
Hang on.
Sight is not one of them, but there are other things. I always wash my hand after using the restroom.
Oh, damn. It's going the other way. Fuck.
Even when I merely tingle.
How do I get the fuck in there?
Probably by hugging the wall.
Okay. Listen, ass. You know what? I'm gonna stop asking you things, and we're just gonna swim around.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop trying to peek. I'm
Yes,
actually gonna put the mask back down.
Okay. Ugh. I gotta get
So-
out of here for a sec.
The reaction commands in Kingdom Hearts 2, they were a little bit like the counterattack prompt in Wind Waker. You remember that, right? It would go, but
Yeah. It was kind of cool.
but it was consistent too,
Yeah.
and it was tied into the core of the game so much that you may remember that it's actually, I think, the last thing you do mechanically in the whole title against Ganon, right? That's how you have to beat Ganon. Like, that's how important it is. It feels good. It sounds good. I love how it's integrated with, like, Floor Masters and Dark Nuts. Because, like, that's how you strip Dark Nut armor off. So it's also very sexy. That was a joke. Laugh for me, peasants! I can't
You've
see
gotten
the
very demanding since going blind.
It's because I am the blind lord. I wear a mask so everyone knows I'm top dog. It's an extension of the funny hat principle, you see.
Oh, okay, I do see now. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Funny hat principle. You should have said something earlier. Go in there, in.
If you are swimming around uselessly in that central column,
The
it's
toilet.
gonna be a problem because the answer is just run into the wall. It has been and it will continue to be. Get to the right height and then run into the wall.
The get to the right height is currently my problem.
You don't put any You don't go up or down using the swim. You just use dive and surface to modulate your height. It's just tapping A and B. That's all. It's like A makes you go up when you surface, and B makes you go down.
Okay.
And it's just tapping. No. If you're, I'm
No,
cheating.
I
I'm
really
looking.
am tapping.
I'm looking, and you're doing it wrong because you're swimming. You're not supposed to swim. B to dive will make you. It's not actually. Imagine if you were wearing the iron boots in Ocarina of Time.
Uh-huh.
Imagine if taking them off was bound to A, and putting them on was bound to B. That's what this is. It should just make you go straight up and straight down.
Okay. Now I've completely lost track of what door I wanted to go in.
Probably the pipes. Probably follow the pipes.
It is. I've already been in that one.
So attract flow. It looks like
balls. Yeah.
it looks like a more expensive version of the reaction commands.
Mm-hmm.
The reaction commands, I felt like they were a little. It was like the reverse of Resident Evil's cutscenes, where cutscenes were broken up with essentially pressing a button to continue playback. This was like some weird inverse counterpart where you would press a button to interrupt gameplay with a often fairly lengthy cool thing that was outside the bounds of normal gameplay. I think that I would have loved if it had been more of like a Legend of Dragoon thing where you had to keep up your interest, and if it took a little bit of like, I found out in my second playthrough, I was incredibly disappointed to learn that there is no like window on most reaction commands.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you mash triangle and it will happen. It will work.
Oh.
I can only think of one example where they really want you to delay, and that's against one of the final bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if you press triangle too early, I think nothing happens. And if you press triangle at the right time, you deal damage instead. Some amount of damage. But you are still, when I say nothing happens, I mean like the boss, I think, is prepping to use some sort of super attack.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing is still like fine. It's better than getting nuked.
Mm-hmm.
I liked how spectacular Kingdom Hearts 2 got with its reaction commands, especially towards the end of the game.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely some Advent Children style
Yeah.
nonsense.
I love.
Yeah.
I love.
So do I. It's there.
Yes, the love is there. It's real.
I think that this is going to... I don't actually think I'm gonna like the attraction flows, because it creates, I think it's going to create a homogeny between climactic moments.
Mm-hmm.
And I imagine that they're going to be like spread out throughout the game.
Mm-hmm.
In such a way that I worry that there will never be a chance to recover from their presence completely.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Square Enix has fucking Disney money and Square Enix money, so maybe they'll keep up, like they'll keep raising the visual stakes until the final level just transforms. It's just the whole thing is just an attraction flow. Fucking tiny little light bulbs everywhere. I don't know how difficult it is to make them because it seems like it uses a lot of custom assets. Because the first one they showed, it was against like a properly sized rock titan instead of like the small one. Like the 1/5 scale model that you fight in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah.
It's this huge rock titan from Hercules, and you're on a roller coaster that's like made out of pretty lights.
Ooh.
And everything is covered in little, like those very like carnival style light orbs, like that light bulb where it's just perfectly spherical, you know? And I mean, where can they reuse that train? Where can they reuse those train tracks? I think that I've also seen, like, is it the teacups that's really famous?
Oh, yeah.
It's a spinning carousel type implement that Sora attacks with in one of them.
Kill me. I hate this place right now.
Do you want me to take a look at it?
Yeah, right after I try one thing. Okay, that did something. I don't know if that's meaningful. It is meaningful! Look! Do you see that?